trapped in an elevator on Valentine's Day with a charming stranger. But things are about to take a dark turn. Welcome to Flashback Recap. Let's dive in. Jennifer worked late on a Friday, hurrying to catch a flight to New York for Valentine's Day to see her ex-fiancé. After sending him a quick email and grabbing some candy, she headed out. At the same time, Guy was also leaving work, and they ended up waiting for the elevator together. Jennifer got on at the 49th floor, and Guy joined her at the 42nd. He tried to strike up a conversation, but Jennifer wasn't interested. Guy pointed out a carving on the elevator wall, and then, out of nowhere, the elevator stopped. Guy pushed all the buttons and hit the alarm, but nothing worked, though the lights stayed on. They waved at the security camera, but there was no response. Neither of their phones had service. As they were deep underground, Jennifer, anxious about missing her flight, began to question the building's security. After 15 minutes of banging on the doors and shouting for help, nothing changed. Guy suggested checking the ceiling hatch and lifted Jennifer up, but she hurt her hand and came back down. An hour passed, and Jennifer realized she would miss her flight. Guy's attempts at humor failed to cheer her up, and in frustration, she cursed. They finally introduced themselves and continued talking to pass the time. Guy offered her some water, and they joked about breaking open a bottle of wine he had. Laughing at the fact that both had wine openers, they decided to save the wine for later, and Jennifer accepted his water. As they shared her candy, Jennifer joked about rationing it in case they were stuck until Tuesday. After 4 hours, Jennifer, embarrassed, mentioned she needed to pee. Guy suggested she use the corner or her thermos, offering to cover his eyes and ears while singing to give her some privacy. Afterward, they doodled on the elevator walls, played games, and shared stories. Guy revealed he had been too focused on work and had no one who would notice him missing. Jennifer confessed that she was going to New York to surprise someone who might not want to see her. Guy decided to open the wine, and they toasted to being alive. They drew each other and grew closer. Guy admitted he'd noticed Jennifer around the office but didn't mention it earlier to avoid looking like a stalker. They laughed it off and shared their sketches. Jennifer's portrait of Guy was playful, while his was more serious. She joked about using it as her profile picture if they got out alive. They talked about food, but both were hungry, so Jennifer asked Guy to change the topic. He suggested various subjects, and Jennifer chose to discuss making love. She turned her camera on Guy and asked about the dirtiest place he had made love. Guy was a bit shy, so Jennifer went first, sharing a story about a college ex and a library encounter. When it was Guy's turn, he hesitated, so Jennifer encouraged him to make something up. He shared a tale about a steamy moment at a work picnic, but admitted feeling uncomfortable and stopping. Apologizing, he was reassured by Jennifer. Feeling a connection, Guy awkwardly kissed her, leading to intimacy in the elevator. Afterward, Guy shared his feelings, but Jennifer pulled back, explaining her desire to reconcile with her ex. She admitted enjoying their encounter, but wanted to keep it casual due to her genuine feelings for her ex. Convinced they had a connection, Guy argued that Jennifer's ex didn't deserve her. This angered Jennifer, who insisted she still loved her ex and that they'd part ways once out of the elevator. Despite her insistence, Guy continued to argue that they belonged together, frustrating Jennifer given their situation. Suddenly, Guy's demeanor shifted. He revealed his true identity, confessing he'd lied about his job and name. He admitted to watching her at work, showing her photos and videos he'd taken, with times and dates. Frightened, Jennifer learned Guy was actually the building's security guard. He became angry, expressing frustration about being unnoticed. He claimed to know her better than her ex, and admitted orchestrating their entrapment. Using a key, he unlocked the elevator, shocking Jennifer with his manipulation. Feeling betrayed and threatened, Jennifer threatened to call the police. In response, Guy grabbed her, leading to a struggle. Amidst the chaos, Jennifer accidentally broke the elevator key. The fight escalated, and Jennifer knocked him out with her shoe in self-defense. Worried she might have seriously hurt him, Jennifer cautiously approached, but he suddenly regained consciousness and knocked her down. Both lay unconscious in the elevator for a time. When Jennifer awoke, she found Guy already awake. She demanded an explanation for his actions. He revealed his intention to isolate her to form a genuine connection, believing they'd had not just a date but an entire relationship in the elevator. Skeptical, Jennifer expected rescue, but she soon realized Guy had taken all shifts for the extended weekend, meaning no rescue until Tuesday. Facing this, Jennifer asked his plan. His chilling response was that he'd rather kill her than return to prison. As Jennifer confronted him about his actions, he became enraged. After calming down, he opened the gift she had bought for her ex-fiancé. Inside, he found a shirt and a box of cigars and accessories. Mockingly, he put on the shirt, lit a cigar, and taunted Jennifer about how she could have won her ex back with such thoughtful gifts. In a twisted moment of irony, he wishes her a happy Valentine's Day. Later, he apologizes for scaring Jennifer and asks for another chance. Annoyed by the malfunctioning neon light, he uses Jennifer's thermos to break it and discovers that the ceiling panels might hide an escape route. Jennifer convinces him to boost her up instead, and she manages to climb out. As she reaches the ladder, she flips him off. He finds his own way out and pursues her, warning she's about to die. They tumble back into the elevator, both losing consciousness. Jennifer wakes up first and devises a new escape plan, attempting to activate the fire alarm by lighting a cigar. The elevator fills with smoke. When the man wakes, Jennifer punches him and restrains him, demanding answers. He reveals his name is John Deakins, confessing to trapping them and his history as an accountant. He explains that he orchestrated everything because he wanted a date with her and knew she'd reject him otherwise. John's actions were driven by a need to reclaim his lost sense of identity. As Monday arrives, another security guard named Eddie brings his girlfriend to the building. Realizing John's absence, Eddie checks the security monitors, discovering John and Jennifer trapped in the elevator. He rushes to help, waking them both up. Jennifer begs John to get them out of the elevator. He assures her he'll come down and free them while his girlfriend sleeps nearby. Eddie arrives armed with a crowbar to pry open the doors. As Jennifer eagerly moves toward the opening, Eddie insists on fully opening the doors first. Suddenly, John viciously knocks Jennifer unconscious. He then approaches Eddie, pretending to offer help. Eddie hands over his keys, but when John claims they're not working, Eddie suggests he'll climb in to assist them. As Eddie attempts to enter the elevator, John activates it, gruesomely severing Eddie in half. John then knocks Jennifer out once more, dragging her to his car and stowing her in the trunk. Returning to the building, John disposes of Eddie's body and cleans himself up before donning his uniform and slipping a cigar into his pocket. He proceeds to the front desk, deleting all evidence from the security cameras. Upon awakening, Eddie's girlfriend becomes a witness to John's actions, leading to her demise as well. John eliminates any traces of her presence before leaving the building. He drives Jennifer to a secluded location to dispose of her. He pours some gas into a big trash can before opening the trunk of his car. John tells Jennifer that he still likes her, but they can't be together. Jennifer pretends to be dead, and when John goes to the trash can, she hits him on the head, gets in the car, and starts driving. Suddenly, she sees a lit cigar in the car's tray. Jennifer stops the car and backs up, crashing into a scared John. She gets out of the car and finds him in the trash can. Jennifer lights the cigar again and walks away. Then she tosses the lit cigar into the trash can, where it burns John alive.